still. Remember, folks.
Smile, darn ya, smile.
That's right, Wacky. Smile, darn you, smile. Say, Wacky, who's that who just walked into our WEF studio?
Why, it's none of that wealthy industrialist and Wall Street tycoon, Oliver Warbucks.
Now, Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have something to tell the folks at home about wonderful little Annie here.
Yes, thank you, Bert Healy. Annie is an 11-year-old foundling who was left by her parents on the steps of New York's Municipal Orphanage on the night of December 31st, 1922.
And aren't you conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents?
Yes, Bert Healy, I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Drop page. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check of $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Oh, boy!
Wow! So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks here at the station, WEF New York, or directly to Annette.
At my home. At my home, Bert Healy, 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York.
It's 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York.
And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the makers of all new iodine toothpaste with Miracle L64 to fight bad breath for letting me appear here this evening. And I just did a damn commercial. Grace, I've never endorsed my product.
Good night, Oliver Warbucks! Thanks for dropping by, Oliver Warbucks. So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, there's $50,000 and a wonderful little daughter waiting for you. So, get in touch right away, you hear?
Hey, Mr. Haley, isn't it time once again to love the Boiler Sisters?
It most certainly is, Wacky. Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another Thursday night get-together has gone by faster than you can say. Iodines.
I-O-D-E-N-T Iodines.
The toothpaste of the stars.
To make your teeth shine Hollywood bright.
Now, Oliver Earthmall's family, Ronnie, Bonnie, and Connie, the lovely Bolin sisters, Rebby Kraken,
Hey, Mackie.
And Jimmy Johnson, radio's only best announcer.
this is Bert Haley saying, ha 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 ha. Hey, Hoberman, hey, Dapper Dan, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be bold, probably, they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares?
So long for a while, remember you're never fully dressed without a Now, did I hear happiness in here?
No, Miss Hannigan.
Well, then what are you doing up?
Annie was on the radio.
I heard next thing you know, they'll make a musical about her. Get back to work.
Miss Hannigan! Miss Hannigan! I say it!
Oh, she never misses. $50,000. Oh, what I wouldn't do with $50,000. I hate that Annie so much you'd think I was her mother.
You the lady? Is this here orphanage?
Yes.
Oh, Ralph, I'm scared. Something could have happened to her.
Quiet, Shirley! Hush, Cheryl! It's gonna be alright! She's gonna be here and she's gonna be ours again! Ma'am?
What do you want?
Well, we had lots of troubles back then. Had to head up north to a farm in Canada. Had to leave a baby behind on the front stoop.
Our little girl. Our Annie.
Annie. Where'd you say you were from again?
We come from a little farm up north in Canada.
Manitoba.
Where they got lots of chickens.
Little chickens.
And ducks.
Ducks.
And geese.
Oh, you should see all the geese.
And roosters!
Oh, Rooster God, I never would have known it was you in a million years.
Told you, sis, and we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
Listen, Aggie, this is gonna be the best bunko job ever. I know a guy straight out of jail who can doctor us up a fake birth certificate and any other papers we need. We need your help for those details about it that'll help us pull this thing off.
Yeah, I can help you. A lot. But what's in it for me, Ralph?
Three-way split, Aggie.
Half. Half? Half.
Half, straight down the middle. 25 grand each. But we gotta do it fast. Give him some little rooster razzle-dazzle, in and out, 2-3 minutes at the most, get the money, get the kid, and then get the hell out of town.
Yeah, the kid, Annie, that's the problem. What are we going to do with her afterwards?
Aggie. That won't be a problem.
When the rooster wants something to disappear, it disappears.
For good.
Oh, Rooster.
Come on, Aggie. We get the money, we skip this crummy town, and then Will and I'll meet you.
You'll meet where?
Easy Street. Easy Street. Aggie is the key. Easy Street.
And President Roosevelt has so far lived up to none of his lofty campaign promises. All we have had from Franklin Delano Roosevelt and his so-called brain trust
Brain trust?
is a great deal of high-flown talk and virtually no action. In a nation racked by poverty, misery, and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr. President, if you are listening, we have had enough of your fireside chants. It is time to let your uncle...
Criticism, damn it! Nothing but criticism. Damn it!
I know.
It's awful. Has anyone seen the Washington Post this morning?
My friends, I say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Franklin, very benevolent.
Every cloud has a silver lining. You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Oliver Warbucks, friend, Franklin.
Thank you, Louis. Show them in. Ah, Oliver, good of you to have come.
Good morning, Mr. President.
And well, who is this we have here?
Mr. President, this is my good friend, Abby.
Abby.
She so wanted to meet you that I couldn't resist bringing her along just to say hello.
Of course, a little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio last night.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, Mr. President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're just as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, shall we get started?
Annie, if you wait outside.
No, Oliver, let her stay. Having a child on hand will keep us on our best behavior.
Thank you, Mr. President. Annie?
Harold, I don't want to hear even so much as a gosh at you.
Franklin, the child.
Well, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans left, anybody left, I'd like to hear your views on matters.
Mr. President, in the words of Calvin Coolidge, the business of this country is business. Yes, and for the good of you, the country, Wall Street, and me, we've got to get my factories open and the workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are now 15 million Americans out of work and nearly 50 million with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment is not our worst problem. The dispatches from Germany are becoming more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany? Hell, people are starving in this country.
Harold, I know that, but in the long run, we're not...
Lord Bell, for people who are starving, there is no law.
The problem is, it's just all happening at once. The stock market's taken another nosedive. Shutdown strikes, riots.
Floods, dust storms.
And the FBI still hasn't caught Al Capone. Well, at least we all agreed on one. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
Henry, I'd like to see those figures.
The summer correct tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow they'll be.
Quiet, little girl.
Harold! What did you say, Annie? No, it's all right. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow. There's always a cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just think of my chair and brush and tie.
Sparrow.
Well, it looks as though the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought, Annie?
Gee, hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, Oliver, I suspect you'd better get back to New York immediately.
Yes, Mr. President, if you don't mind. Thank you, Mr. President. Annie?
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Annie.
Bye, Mr. President, and thank you.
No, thank you, Eddie. You're the kind of person the president should have around him.
Mr. President, what if we set up 100, no, 1,000 metro projects?
Dams.
Yes.
Highways,
Yes.
new post offices.
Yes. With the unemployed work building them.
We could create 5 million in travel in 6 months.
You're going off of millions, back off of relief, and back into paying taxes.
We'll build the country so strong that not even Chancellor Hitler can ever defeat us anymore.
Mr. President, what we've got to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook,
A new vision.
A new approach.
a new dedication,
A new horizon.
a new
A
spirit.
new attitude.
A new deal! Perkins, gentlemen, I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Harmony! Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day
Miss Sparrow, I'm afraid there's still no sign of Mr. Warbucks and Miss Annie.
Drake, look at all these questionnaires. Do you realize that I've talked to 617 women who have claimed that they were Annie's mother and 619 men who said that they were her father? That makes, let me see,
1,236.
all liars. Drake, I never realized there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
Some of them are from the Bronx.
Grace, we're back.
Where are they, Miss Sparrow? Where are all the people? They're gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, but they were all liars and fakes after nothing but the $50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about her locket. I'm so sorry.
I thought for sure one of them had got to be my mother and father.
Sir, this has come by special message from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Elliot Ness has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
It was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
That sort of locket?
Yes. Over 90,000 were made and sold.
9,000.
Annie, I'm afraid the gist of it is Ness doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents through the locket. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I mean, you did the best you could. And if you couldn't find it, I guess no one could. And I mean, I guess a kid can turn out all right. I mean, look at you. You've got all the Duesenbergs hanging on the wall and everything. Mr. Warbucks, excuse us. We'll go check on the dinner menu.
Annie, a Duesenberg is a car. Babe Ruth is the right fielder for the New York Yankees, and there's something else I should tell you. that something was someone, but who could that someone be? How could she make it known? Who would need me for me, need me for me alone? The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I would find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. Not bad for an old man. Need me for me, need me for me alone. The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I would find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. Grace, Grace,
Yes, sir?
do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Yes, sir, I'll get them right away.
No, wait, Grace. I want you to stay for a moment. I haven't waltzed since J.P. Morgan went bust. Annie, sit down. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
Well, if I can't have my mother and father, there's no one I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake,
Yes, sir?
call Justice Brandeis and ask him to come over to sign those adoption papers.
Yes, sir.
Grace, tell Mrs. Pugh there'll be a house full of guests. We'll need flowers,
Flowers.
caviar,
Caviar.
champagne.
Champagne. I'm fine.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world you would like to come. Who would you like? Babe Ruth? Johnny Rockefeller? Madame Chiang Kai-shek? She's a lot of fun.
Well, I guess I'd like Grace, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, Cecile, Mrs. Greer, Annette. I guess I just like everybody here.
Of course. That's what I'd like to. Drake!
Yes, sir?
Tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
And the kids too.
No, we're going way past the bedtime. But I'll tell you what, we'll have everyone from the orphanage here tomorrow for a big Christmas party.
And Miss Hannigan.
Sure, Miss Hannigan too. Why not?
Oh boy.
Everyone's getting, and these are your words, sir, spiffed up for the party.
Good. I think Annie and I should get spiffed up too. Grace,
Sir?
Grace, I have Cecile for Annie. Why, Grace? That's a very pretty dress.
Thank you, sir.
I have Cecile for Annie into one of the new dresses. And have Annette do something with her head. Take her upstairs and I don't know, just hear her.
Yes, sir. Gussie, you're up. Gussie, you're up.
Gussie, you're up. Gussie, you're up. Everything's humming now. Judge Brandeis has arrived.
My friends, welcome to the happiest night of my life.
Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot. Sing out.
folks. We don't mean to interrupt, but, Shirley, look! There's our Annie.
Who are you? Honey, where are your mom and dad?
Mudge. Mudge is the name. I'm Ralph Mudge, and this here's the wife, Shirley.
You never knew it, dear, but you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge.
We had a lot of troubles back then. Didn't know which way to turn. And then a man gave us a chance to work on his farm in Canada.
We couldn't bring along no baby.
We loved you, honey, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've seen a great number of people who claim to be...
Oh, it's proof I'll be expecting to be one of proof of who we are. Here's my driver's license, and this is Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl named Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, October 28th, 1922, New York, New York. October 28th? That's my birthday. It was in her notes, sir.
Yes, I know, but I still don't.
Sir, you gotta believe us. We went on the Greyhound this morning to go right to the orphanage and fetch our Annie. But the lady there said she was up here.
Oh, Annie, all the years I've dreamed of holding you in my arms again. Mr. Mudge, on the night that Annie was left at the orphanage...
Oh, here's something you wouldn't know about. When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left her with half of a special silver locket. And we kept the other half, so
Ralph,
as long
look!
as...
Annie's wearing it.
There it is. And it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph. She's our Annie.
She is.
She seems to be.
Well, if you get her things together, we'll be taking her from here.
Take her?
No.
Just a moment, Mr. Mudge. What about the money?
Oh, yeah. The money. Well, we don't have much, but we'd be willing to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I've offered a certified check of $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they are Annie's parents?
No. We haven't heard about no money. Besides, we don't need money for Annie anyways.
Right. We don't want no money for Annie.
Then again, Cheryl, there was that pig farm out of New Jersey. With $50,000, we could afford to buy the farm and bring Annie up right in the country. With fresh air, fresh eggs.
Fresh ham.
Fresh ham. Certified, huh? All I gotta do is make it up for myself?
Yes, that is correct. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Yes, tomorrow morning, Christmas. You wouldn't mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow morning, Christmas. Then you can come back to pick up Annie and the check.
Oh.
Bravo!
Oh, no. However you prefer, sir. So, we best be getting back to our hotel now. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Annie. Until tomorrow morning, honey. And then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us.
Bye, Annie, love.
Bye to me, Toots. And Merry Christmas.
See, this greeting's one and all.
Well, this is wonderful news, Annie.
Yes, wonderful news.
Annie has found her mother and father, and they seem to be a very nice couple.
Yes, very nice.
You're lucky, Annie. Yes, I'm lucky. Just think a pig farm.
Mrs. Greer,
Yes, sir.
champagne.
Yes, sir.
We must celebrate because we have just had the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. Everyone, I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie? Annie?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
I seem to have that effect on everyone.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Mr. Warbuck, sir. That Mr. Mudge. I think I've seen him someplace before, but I can't remember where or when. But I have the strangest feeling that he's not who he says he is.
Mr. President.
Franklin.
Franklin, I need your help.
Of course, Oliver. Whatever I can do for you.
place. I never could have. Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks, Miss Farrell.
You're up early.
Yes, well, my folks are coming for me, of course, so I thought I'd wait for them here. They're taking me out to the country or something. Will you come see me sometime?
Yes, I'll see you, Annie.
You were up early, too.
We've been up all night, dear, and we've had quite a time of it. FBI men coming and going. Annie, did you know President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
I've got something very difficult to tell you, and the President is going to help me to tell it to you.
Merry Christmas, Mr. President.
Merry Christmas, Annie. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, sir.
Franklin,
Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. Through the paper and the handwriting on the note, he succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, we know that, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
no, dear, they aren't your parents. Your parents were David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett. Where are they?
Annie,
Annie, your parents passed away a long time ago.
You mean they're dead?
yes, dear.
So I'm an orphan, after all, like the other kids. Are you all right, Annie? Yeah, I guess because I knew they loved me and I knew that they would come back for me if they wanted.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too! Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
That's a girl. Who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but the thing is, they knew about the locket.
The lock? That's your key.
But nobody knew about the locket except us and the FBI, of course.
There was Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan!
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Ah, Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted.
You're Oliver Warbucks, right? The billionaire? Yeah, I know he's anywhere.
Yes, Miss Hannigan. Let me introduce you to everyone. You already know my secretary, Miss Farrell, of
Yep.
course. And this is the President of the United States.
Sure.
And this is my butler, Drake.
Hi, kids! Hi! Kids, look, there are Christmas presents here for all of us! Oh my goodness!
Presents. What'd you get a present for?
Sir, this has come from the FBI.
Ah, good. Comes the dawn. It all fits together now.
Annie, come look at this. Liquid lizards! Who would have guessed?
Show it to the President.
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Show them in, Drake.
With pleasure, sir.
Drake, oh, shall I have them call for your car, Franklin?
No, Eleanor can wait.
Won't you please come in, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
Good morning
Good morning!
and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Merry, 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 merry
Thank you, Drake.
Christmas.
Shirley, look, there's our Annie.
Your little girl.
Hi, Mom! Hi, Dad! Hello, dear!
Well, we don't want to be keeping you on Christmas and all. If you just get any suitcase
Allow me.
and the check.
Oh, and the check I'd almost forgotten. Here you are, Mr. Mudge. $50,000 certified.
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 Paid to the order of Ralph Mudge.
Read it again.
Beat to the order of the jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Mr. Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Sandy the Dip.
Bye, Mommy. Bye, Daddy.
Franklin, I believe that fraud is a federal offense and that your Secret Servicemen have the power to arrest.
Yes, they certainly do, Oliver. Drake, can you turn it over, please?
Yes, sir.
Children, why don't we sing the president a song? Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la.
Solo for Warbucks. And you'll find this woman's their accomplice. La 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 la. Arrest her too, please.
Me, I ain't never seen any of these people until, well,
Oh, come on,
now.
Daddy.
Oh, Mr. Warbucks, I ain't never done anything to you.
shake
I
it,
always said, oh, Annie, baby. Tell him how good and nice to you I always was.
Well, gee, Miss Hannigan, what's the one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie.
Oh, I never liked you, little brat, you gold digger, and all of you. I never liked any of you either.
You, your days are numbered.
Oh, let me at her. Let me at her. Let me at her.
Please.
Sorry about this, but I couldn't even want to look at my hair.
Annie, we'd like to meet your friends.
Okay. Kids, this is Miss Grace Sparrow. Hi, kids. And this is Mr.
Daddy Warbucks.
Hi, kids.
Oh yeah, and that's the President of the United States.
Hi, kids. Children, Miss Hannigan is gone for good.
Yay!
And you won't have to work anymore.
Yay!
Instead, you'll have classrooms and teachers.
No!
Oh, but kids, listen.
No more mush!
No more mush! No more mush! No more mush!
Yes, girls, for you, and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is the beginning of a wonderful new life. I know that depression's depressing,
The carols are still, the stores are filled.
and windows are minus their dressing.
The children don't grin, the Santas are thin.
And I've heard a terrible rumor, no goodwill, no cheer, but we'll get a new deal for Christmas this year.
The snowflakes are bright and they're falling.
And all through the land, folks are calling.
And Christmas fair, the colors are bare.
But Santa's got brand new assistants. There's nothing to fear. They're bringing a new deal for Christmas this year.
Authorities and Perkins!